Just a very quick one today because I am working from home and hence the very fetching snood. I'm making some lunch, so I'm going to make some. Ignore that. I'm going to make some spicy peanut noodles, which are absolutely fucking gorgeous, but very, very easy to make. Like a 10-minute job. So let's do it. This is a very straightforward recipe which only requires a few ingredients. Firstly, get your noodles or whatever. I'm actually cooking is tagliatelle. I'm sure the outrage of both Italians and Uncle Roger is everywhere. But the recipe I've gone for actually does say noodles or spaghetti, and I don't have any noodles, so that's what I'm making. So 1 to 2 cloves of garlic, and of course, if in doubt, always over garlic. Okay, so that's a little bit of garlic in the bowl. Asks for 1 to 4 teaspoons of chili flakes, depending on your spice desire tolerance. I go for about 2 normally, and that's pretty spicy, reasonably spicy for what it is. I'm not a massive spicy fan, so that should, yeah, it does me plenty. Right, so it also asks for 2 tablespoons of oil, and the recipe I've got just says oil, with no specifications, so you can pick and choose. I imagine peanut oil probably quite good for this, or it might be a bit too peanut oil, groundnut oil as it's sometimes known. I tend to go for sesame because it's one of those magic ingredients that I've found that elevates anything like Chinesey. It just adds that. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of this. That kind of recognize. Oh Christ! That sort of takeaway vibe that you don't normally get otherwise. Discovering sesame oil was a bit of a revelation for me. So 2 tablespoons. Be fair, can be reasonably generous. And that needs to be heated up until pretty hot, because the next step needs some fairly scorching oil, and if it isn't, then it's no fun, because this is also a fun recipe, and cooking should be fun, and this one is definitely in that category. Okay, so here's the fun bit. So we have sesame oil, which has been heated to as much as you can without it burning, garlic and chili, and yeah, that's what we like. Excuse me. So sort of get that garlic and chili all in together. Leave that for a moment or two to infuse a little. And what you'll need at this point is soy sauce, and something black vinegar, rice vinegar, or mature vinegar, which is the same thing as black vinegar. This is a slightly less common kitchen ingredient for a lot of people, but it honestly, again, it's one of those things that really elevates the dish. It sort of gives it this really caramelly kind of smell when you pour it in. Which it's just layers and depth, and just what makes cooking good, like food good. Complexity and character. So yeah, right. So let's have a little moment to do its thing. You need it to be hot really for this next stage, or hot as possible. So 2 tablespoons of soy. One of black vinegar. And the star of the show, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now, smooth is my preference for cooking with, but you don't have to, of course. If you want a bit of peanutty crunch in there as well, you know, go wild. It's your food. And you know, anything with peanuts in, or peanut butter in, or peanutty flavouries in, I can't get enough of. So feel free to add a bit more if you want an extra peanutty hit. There we go. And that is quite literally it. Right, so we have peanut butter mix, pan of whatevers, and literally just dump it in. This will make enough for about 2 sort of servings worth of noodles or whatever you're using. I've actually gone slightly under on that, so I'm going to have a very saucy end product. Stir it in, and done. Lunch is ready. Dish it up. Now obviously you can have it just as a quick snack like this. It'll make a great side to anything else, because it is delicious. And I'm a big believer in all the components of a meal being delicious in their own right. So go wild. Nutritious, probably. Delicious, definitely. Quick and easy. Just like me. And yes, totally vegan.